didn't.
Let's get the weather with Jules. Thanks very much. Well, I cannot believe how quickly this year is racing by. And as we say goodbye to September, I thought we'd have a bit of a steam theme. Beautiful blue skies above Sutton in Cambridgeshire earlier today, and also over the Bure Valley in Norfolk. But it's been chilly, highs of only 13 to 15 Celsius, and quite blustery at times too. But the winds have eased down, and overnight tonight we're going to have this warm front pushing down from the northwest. Now, what that's going to do is introduce more in the way of cloud and perhaps a little bit of light rain and drizzle in places, but for many of us a dry night and a less chilly night compared to last night, with lows of about 6 to 9 Celsius and mainly light southwesterly winds. So tomorrow we're actually in between a warm front and this cold front, and this is a warm sector of air and also a cloudy sector. So I think we might get a little bit of blue sky at times, but generally cloudy skies, and perhaps a little bit of light rain and drizzle again in places. But for many of us, Tuesday will be a dry day, and where we get any sunshine coming through, highs of around 19 or 20 degrees Celsius. But another blustery day. It looks like a good moderate, perhaps fresh at times wind between the northwest and the southwest. So that's Tuesday. Wednesday, high pressure drifting further eastward. So I think for most of us, a fine and dry day. Probably at the moment, the best of the sunshine in the morning. Then this cloud increasing. So I think some of us seeing more sunshine than others on Wednesday. But it will be less windy with highs of around 17 or 18 degrees Celsius. 18 is 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And then Thursday, probably some dense areas of fog in the morning, but then that should clear and hopefully it'll be fine and dry with some brightness and sunshine at times. And then from Friday onwards, quite a lot of uncertainty. At the moment, Friday should be another fine and dry day with a low pressure system potentially bringing us some wet weather at some point on Saturday, but we're not quite sure when or if it's going to reach us at all. And then Sunday is looking fine and dry, as is Monday as high pressure builds, and actually perhaps on Monday temperatures starting to rise. And just before I go, those are overnight lows, so we should be frost free. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.